Good evening friends. Welcome to totally boring dullness, den totalitära bondedemokratin, or the perpetual Soviet simulator. Even though it doesn't fit TBD, it is, I'm still, yes, the dream of the perpetual Soviet simulator is still alive. Cheers! Dub, auf Deutschland! Ja, Prost! Yes, that was. I like that. Though, yes, we can see here. If we look, it took a hell of a lot of time to build this coal mine and things that we have here. But it's done. It gets done here eventually. Yes. But the population is going like down and quite. Noticeably too. Yes, 56,400. So the thing, I don't know what's going on really. I've only been looking at this and I haven't even been looking at that much, you know, an eye every now and then to see that this hasn't ran away, and it hasn't. So I wonder what is going on here. I bet there are traffic jams, but since there can't be anything, you know, too severe going on, but there is something. Yes, before though, I mean, I'm more excited about this new town here. Is this possible? Do you think that you could work? No. Is this possible that you could work? No, it's too distant. Well, I could be a proper ass and have them walking very much back and forth here, or I could do it the way I was supposed to do it. Yes, we have a bus line from town that drops people off both at the coal mine and at the heating thing. Yeah. That's how we'll do it. So, this bus stop, yes, you work there, and this bus stop, you work there, and the same thing up here. Yes, I'm going to continue to do it like this until the game provides a better way, a more reliable way of supplying workforce to incredibly important infrastructure. Yes, I think this is a good solution. Need firefighters. Yes, it could. I mean, should we start building this? They have everything right. They need this bus line. Create new line. It is I'm probably forgetting stuff. But the bus line is crucial because we need to get the coal out of the ground and into the heating plant here before winter, and it is May. Yes, it ought to be. It ought to make it, not the heating plant, not that was not at all how we were supposed to do it. Now, what we do is, of course, we add a new stop. And we do this one, of course. Yes. Where you only unload. Yes, I'm starting to catch up to reality, I think. And then you go there and you also unload, but you don't unload 100%. No, you unload 50%, I don't know. Really, it depends, but we don't need that much coal, really. But we do need a whole lot of people here. That's very important. So this is kol och värme. What do we even call this town? Do we call it something? Not really. Messina, yes, but well, the shop, Somaska, and that then we do here, Somaska. Yes. And we also give you a bus or two. Don't happen to have buses standing around, not except for that thing, and we want them standing right there. Yes, go to vehicle factory, get this going, and then start construction of the little town. Right, we have a few of these. Maybe we should do something about that too. Yeah, most definitely we should. Space for vehicles. Harbor for no. You can get going and covered. Yes, it still would be really handy to have these close by, you know, to the depot area, but then this is not connected, and I think it is for a reason. And that reason being it's impossible. So we'll put them up here. Yeah, we'll do. We'll put them up here, and what we'll do then is, I mean, if you were to go there instead, and then go there, unload, wait. Yes, and no need. Right, keep that in memory there. That's what I was thinking, was if we have a few road vehicle depots out here, yes, we can easily take the buses from here to buses. These are covered ones. It still makes sense to have plenty of road vehicles here close to this, and that we were not going to use for anything anyway. So that's gone. Yeah. Dramatic. Opening. Here. Are you sure it's recording? The tape appears to be rolling, and the needles appears to be moving in all places that they should. Which are quite a few, but yeah, I think so. Good. You know what you haven't done though. It's done a loud click. There you go. That should do it. Road vehicle depot. Okay, well, you're not that big. If we could get 3 in here, I would be very happy. I don't know. I don't think it's possible to do anything unless we could remove a bit of road here. I mean, this is dirt road. It's free. Actually, it's free. Yes, now we'll easily get lots of road vehicle depots in here. How many do you want? 3 would be a very good start, and 3 I think is about what we'll have to settle for, because there are high voltage lines, and no messing about with those. This, are you really sure? Absolutely positive that we couldn't get one in here if we tried a bit. They are a bit big, this, but you see? Very good. What sort of road connection do they have? This is pathetic. Is what it is. But here, they shall have a better one eventually. Yes, cold and heat, and then we'll try and find out what's wrong with the population. Nothing is terribly wrong. And my theory as to what it is children and, well, baby and child mortality. Yeah, harsh as it may sound, I think that's what it is. I think ambulances, goddammit, that line disappeared. I think ambulances are not really making it to what did we call that new place? I don't know. It was on S, so it wasn't it S something? No. Yes, it was. No, maybe I didn't. These are not necessarily in. I don't know what sort of order these are in actually. Somaska, indeed. Alright, bus. Oh, set line to vehicle. We need to make a run of buses. It's definitely... No, we have plenty of buses. What are you talking? 2 should be plenty enough because it's very close. It's not far away at all, and so on. And to be ready for future use. Shuffle these around a little bit. And that's it. It's full. Okay, since we're here, yes, one more thing. One more thing before we go and find out what's wrong all over the place is to get them started on the residential buildings, because that's all that's missing. We have shop, we have a ridiculous amount of daycare here, and we have heat, and we have pub, school, yes, university too. A small one, but just to keep them self-sufficient on educated people. What is this? This is new. 20 workers. Oh, that sounds very reasonable. Yeah. Do it. And all that we should need to do to get them going on all of this stuff is to basically do a few hookups here, every here and there. Well, that was from, what's that? No, that's correct. The tree was fooling you into thinking that it was actually from a building and not from the network. Yes, but it was from the network. These may not be completely necessary. We prefer maybe even if people are walking on the sidewalks after all. Come to think of it. Why haven't these gotten... Are there any more houses that are forgotten about? I think we'll notice if that is the case. Yes, and here too we'll have a few more. Like there. Through. You, yes. No. Not getting that view, but... What's this then? I think it looks odd because it is under construction, so to say, so to speak. Yep. Agreed. And a shortcut here for the little beer kiosk. And to get to the shopping center. Yes. And of course, the quickest route possible here to the bus platform. I mean, if you want to survive the winter, you're going to have to get on the bus. Yes, it doesn't sound a whole lot of fun, but it is what it is. Get going on all of that. And now, then, let's find out what the hell is going on. Why is everyone dying? Or not dying, actually. They're not dying. They're not escaping to any greater extent than they've done previously. I just think that somewhere there are very few babies. As this town is nothing near where it's supposed to be. 1,000 babies. Is that a lot? No. I don't think it is. We look at the kindergarten. Okay, well... Yeah, where are your hospitals then? Because, again, we look here, yes. See, health is not bad at all. It's about what you can expect. And, well... Okay, it isn't that then. At least not here. Maybe they don't have enough. Maybe this place has gotten very polluted for some reason. No, average lifespan is 80 here. I honestly don't understand what's up with this town and why they so mind expanding. Or what's up with the population, for that matter. Here is not doing great, but he's doing something. Maybe it is because I'm you know, keeping them all out here in an infinite loop, or have been for some time. For how long have you been here? Not that long. 4.5 hours you've been total traveling. I thought we'd see like weeks. No. Oh, so that's reasonable as well. Then, well, there's definitely something wrong with the town of Chimistana here. I suppose there's more than one hospital. Yes, there is. And here would be your problem. You see, this is why this town is not growing. It is because of that ambulance. Or it was because of that ambulance. And because, of course, I have built an incredibly stupid hospital here. Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to build a new hospital. Yes. Hospital. Here. That has a more appropriate, you know, road connection. Such as that. Is that appropriate, really? I don't know, but it is something. And then we'll move the ambulances from here to here. Okay, that's one town. Yes, the confused snowplow is back. Go home. Here, how are you doing? You actually seem to be doing fantastic, aren't you? allvaret. Yes sir, thank you. 5,500. 500 odd. Yes. We may take a few out of here just to help the situation along a bit. And whilst we're here, by the way, no, it is orderly because this hospital does not have ambulances, neither does it have patients. Apparently, for some reason, this hospital though, it has a few patients. Not that many, 2. Yes, they must be really well taken care of here. You only have 3 ambulances, which is maybe okay, and here's another hospital. Which is a bit more popular. which is understandable. There we go. This is not a problem. It's working. Here though, I would be very surprised if there wasn't a problem. And of course there is. I don't think it's you, because you had... Actually, how are you still alive? Time traveling vehicle? None. Highly doubtful. This one though, this is the one that was stuck. Yes, the perpetual Soviet simulator is not working that great. This is too short. It is, should we do it again then? A new hospital. I mean, if you don't, if at first you don't succeed, and so on, you do again. This time we'll have it plenty inwards here. So there will be a little bit of a gouge here because of the power line, but that is what it is. I think somewhere around here we ought to be able to get the hospital in. Right. Yes. Yes. We were definitely going to be able to get the hospital in. No. Is it me? Is it just that I always misclick on that particular thing, or is it offset by a few pixels? I.e. the tree and maybe that's what's fooling me, because it gets highlighted. But then so do the other ones. Yes. Never mind. We'll do we'll do a proper street here, because eventually it will go down this way. That's when the old hospital is gone. But until that time, or until such times, this is what we do. You might not have gotten electricity. Where do you get your electricity from? Very far away. Pardon me. Yes, very far away indeed. So, well, there's always stuff up here if we should need it. I think we do need it. Yeah, so that's one less problem, maybe. What's the next town? Well, it would be Molna. Is everything all right here? Yes, 47,000 tons of crops. Feels like a pretty decent buffer. And you're all full. Do you even have... Follow here, do you have adult children? Yes, a few, but not that many that we're going to do anything about it. Okay, what about... what about Molna? Well, as long as they're alive, basically, okay, no one. They're barely alive here, in fact. They're okay. Oh, the clothing quality is something awful here. Yes. Oh, we found a problem. How come that you now get clothing? I think it might be, something that is a bit widespread of a problem, actually. Well, Beatus, you go there first too, right? Do you have any clothing on board? Yes, you do. Kulturhuvudstaden, how much? They have none. None? What the hell? Okay, we're definitely going to need to have a look into the clothing situation. Okay. Should we transplant a few people here whilst we're at it? Yes, as long as they have food here, these people have excellent clothing, So it will be a while before they start. But these poor people are walking around in rags. I mean, pure. There's nothing else. No, because you moved people in here now. This is no good. And culture capital is probably the same thing then. Okay. Then we shall go and have a look at the clothing industry. Which I bet is working as hard as it can, but it may simply be the fact that it's we simply don't have enough fabric. We do, but the second clothing factory would not be bad. How long is this? How far is this? Will people be able to walk to it if we build it like... We could build it like here. And have forklifts do things to it. Yes. Or even better would be if it could be directly connected to the warehouse. Yes, but then you're going to lose the walkability from town here. Yes. Would it happen to be the case that we have like lots somewhere in here, for example, we have 106 tons plus pile. Clothing trade. Yes, you go to culture capital and then you go to yes, we're going to be involved with you a little bit. We keep you around here. Yes, this is resource management. This is what the game is about. And we are outgrowing the production capabilities of our current clothing things. Yes, that's what's happening. So that's not good enough. That's various industry. Yes, clothing factory. Yes, this would solve many problems, in fact. I'll take it. Yes, and this, maybe we need to get started as quickly as possible on it. Even. Yes, it may be the case. But down here, things are a little bit less critical. And to provide them with the best possible, means of getting to work. Trying to get this as far down here as possible. Preferably if we could hook it up to there, yes. And then also upgrade like that bit. Yeah, and then we put this in back in. Yeah. Yes, that ought to allow this. Yeah, stuff's picked up on it, and hopefully, maybe, and so on. Some people will be able to walk directly from home to here. My hoping was that we could. I wonder. It has been sometimes successfully, done to connect. Yes, sometimes the game smiles a bit at you. I think that is legal. It will work currently, at least, until that changes or something. Yeah, that's how it is. Right, 120 workers in the food factory. That sounds pretty good. It sounds the food situation is not a problem. It is actually the clothing that is the problem. For many, not for all, but for many. If we continue here, Alvaret, people have moved back in. Yes, Sejov, is it? Do you have the same sort of issues here? That is the school, and that is a little bit underdimensioned, maybe, with one school here. Nowadays, it would appear to me. Where do you suggest that we will build another school? Yes, that is the thing, really, isn't it? There's just infrastructure out there. Yes, here would be perfect. We do it properly. That's how we roll nowadays, How is your clothing situation then? It's actually pretty good, but no adult children, and that it might be down to this situation, which is not great. Yes, how's the education here in the thing? And they drink. And the education is not very good. No. And this looks very good because there are so few people who actually make it to to even through basic education, I would think. But here, no one is unable to work. Yeah, so they eventually get educated, but as adults, most likely. But you have always been a bit slow here. Yeah, you have no ambulance. You're not supposed to have ambulances. Out here it's working. Yes, it's working very well. or well enough, we could probably use more ambulances, which is probably the intention of this. Where do we keep civil service vehicles? We should have fire engines and ambulances around here, about here. There's an awful snowplows. I think we'll sell those to the east for great profit. I mean, they're pretty cool, but they are terrible at plowing. Oh, they do an excellent job of the actual plowing. It's just that they're very slow about it. You don't have any nuclear waste. That sounds like it should not be a thing. That should need to happen very often. Oh, you get your waste from the twin reactor nuclear power plant. I see, and the Ringhals twin reactor nuclear power plant at that. Yes, we should send you out here for a bit and do away with a little bit of the old scenes here. You still go there though, yes. And then, yes, you can do this. This is fine. As long as you're not waiting or anything here. Oh, unload. Oh, wait a minute. You load out here. Yes. Correct. Have they gotten anywhere on this, you think? Well, they're working on one house is finished here. So they are certainly getting to it. We should start accepting workers here. And once we get a few more houses ready, we'll enforce some to work at the bus platform. Well, this was the first house. Somaska villa. This should be byns första hus. First house of the village. And while you are doing your thing right, next to each other, that's always the best way of doing it. Well, now I redirected this back to the bus platform. But events will occur, and therefore they will end up back to back anyway. And you didn't do a U-turn, you actually continued. Okay. Well, if that's what you like to do, then who am I to argue? Oh, this, you are a little bit confused for some reason. Start or end building is not connected with road. I'm not certain that's the problem. I think that this is the problem. Oops. Just in case. Yes, just in case the game would decide to crash. Go home. It's red for some reason. I think you're blocking yourself because you're the only train in here. And I don't think I can remove it. Oh, I could. I didn't think I could remove it without resetting the train back to home base, and didn't want to do that. They almost made it. almost made. Not quite. But there are more things for you to do here, you know, such as this. No, okay, no, but such as this. What are you doing? Ah, you're getting bricks. You're building tall villas. We don't have that many bricks. In fact, here, brick train. You could be unloading. We don't have a brick train. That's why. Or we do have a brick train, but it doesn't go here yet. I mean, we could technically get the train in here now, but I think we'll let them finish all the railroad first. Would be wise. Yes. Yes, and pretty soon we can retire this line. Which not this line, neither this line, but wherever it is, the line that it comes from here, such as this. Yeah, the longer distance workers, there are none on this bus. That's no good. They don't want to work. They get us clothing first. Yes, I'm working on it. I sincerely am working on it. Okay, you're now empty and heading for Molna. That won't help. We go there instead and load 100% of clothing. This is pretty short too, but it's enough as far as, I mean, it's enough to keep up with the production, more or less. Did we have a lot of clothes stored away anywhere else, by the way? Or a surplus, maybe I should say. Yes, that was a very slow view for some reason. Well, here there are 71 tons. That's quite a bit too. Yes, I think that this is being ignored. This problem. And I've tried seriously raising issues with the game, and you know, with the response you get and the energy it takes from me anyway to engage in that sort of behavior, it's not worth it. I don't care. Your game can sound like crap then if you don't bother. Yeah, I beg your pardon for going in that direction. I was a little bit upset and frustrated about some things. That's how it goes. The Soviet simulator, give it and it take it. I mean, before this, the last 2 years here, I mean, yes, 2020 was, by coincidence here, by pure coincidence, was a terrible year. But we hope that 2021, we have eventually now, we have figured out what's wrong, sort of, maybe, and are working on rectifying the problem as soon we can. And you are taking like some sort of silly route. They are full of clothing there. Was that really the issue down there? No, it wasn't. But it was the issue at Molna. Molna is a tiny town. Yes, let's do this instead and find out what's going on here. Somaska. Oh, do not get caught in the mountain. No. Yes, do not follow a train through a mountain. Only in first person view, not in third person view. Because it will get you stuck in there and you will have to revert to an autosave, which also reminds me that this is set very high. Are you out of the tunnel in time? Yes, now you are. Yeah, so it giveth too. I mean, it's not bad. And yes, again, with the sound bug. But we get to listen to the engine idle or work. Where are you going now? Where you're supposed to. Exactly where you're supposed to. Yeah. Never mind me. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. But I make no assertions as to anything other than that neither. You know. And we're going in there, to the right there, I think, is where we're heading. Or yes, it must be in there that we're heading. Right. So we're going to have to do, but okay. It's a little bit odd, the track layout here, I admit. But no trains, as far as I know, are stuck on the network anywhere, and none have gotten stuck for, I don't know, 10 years, maybe. Might be forgetting about something, but still along those lines, actually. So that's something. Cheers. For the trains sort of working, at least. It is a bit convoluted to get in here, I admit, but here we are. And after this you're going to Molna. Yes, you're actually going to Molna. There might be other places that are also Ballasros. They have 45 tons. Beatus, they somehow magically have two, but now we're going to Molna. Should we really close that down? I don't think so. I think that we should keep that around. And you apparently went that way. Yes, of course you went that way. It only makes sense. And you're taking the lovely cross-country route here, probably, or you could be going back over the viaduct and through the tunnel. Speaking of viaduct, what the hell is that thing going off to here? To the right? That's a road bridge. When the hell did I build that? Yes. It's quite lovely on this side of the thing. They still haven't gotten any... maybe we'll get around to it. Yes, this is not helping. maybe I'm being bitten slightly by using these mod things. I'm not sure that the regular ones has the same problem. At least not at the technical office proper. But yeah, you're bound to be sitting here for well, a month or two more. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. Okay, we continue the tour of how towns are doing with Hansasino next. Hansasino. You're probably doing all right, aren't you? Yes, you even have 400 adult children, almost, and we just happened to maybe grab a few of them out of here. Since we have adults living with the parents, we can assume that everything is going great. These are already finished. Yes, indeed, things are going great. Can even do a bit of fancy road. That's maybe a bit unnecessarily fancy. That will do. Okay, and you are now finished with this. We shall send you back here, preferably without you not stealing any trucks on your way out, and you didn't. Very good. And then you don't go there anymore. You go up here, and we ship off the rest. Ship out the rest here. Unload. Yes, if it is after a load stop, it is most likely going to be. No, it's not. Not when you're doing distribution lines. So far, the value here is $42 million. This is good. We can see. We can probably see this increase with inflation. Do we want to keep this around really? To see if it increases with inflation? No. That's a bit too much. What we can do though is go over to approximately where you were, which was here. And around here, as here is one snowplow, a good one, that is. And here there are plenty of good ones too. Oh, and now something is having difficulty finding its route to something, I think. Or it figured it out, or it is trying. It has to do with this, I'm pretty sure. Yes, this will do. This will do it. This will fix it. There we go. Running smoothly. Yes, 1,300 hours of experience. I mean, should have learned something. At least, right? Although I have not figured out a more efficient way of assigning snowplows to technical services offices. Yes, we won't fill it up. Maybe that helps to leave space, and that is you. Yes, very good. Done. Leave that down there. So Hansasino was fine. since we're around here, the riches, how are you doing? I mean, you ought to be doing great. You are doing great. I mean, you're doing so well that it is almost a bit too much to bear witness to this. But we shall see. They are very spread out. That's the one we'll take. Yes, the yearly citizen relocation program is out. What about culture capital? How are you doing? I think that you could be a little bit low on clothing eventually, or probably, or as you see, you have only 6,000 residents. You have lost a lot. Yes, and would it be? No, it actually wouldn't be due to that hospital. We do have more hospitals. The clothing quality may have been so terrible. What are they shopping? But they know. I don't think it would have recovered this quickly because the train only a few days ago that it was in. I mean, it takes a little time to build up a wardrobe from nothing. As we can also look here now, this year, we see that it is starting to go the other way. Ray. How's the television station? Well, pretty good actually. But since we're here and since we are low on population, we'll take the opportunity to bring in a few here. Are you quite satisfied? Yes, now I am quite satisfied. But other than clothing, I don't... You have meat. You're not supposed to have meat. You're supposed to be vegetarians. I mean, your clothing quality is 97%. That's not it. And you have three children. Well, we could actually build a hospital out here. Way out here. I mean, there's a heat pipe in the way. There's electrical wires in the way. But we can try. Yes, it is very large. And the point is lost if you don't get a nice long approach to it. And too long an approach will make for very few doctors and nurses. That is a terrible place. Out here might actually work. Eventually, if that is the problem. Okay, anything else we can do for you other than can't get meat, can't visit pub. Plenty of alcohol in stock. So should we go to Katsinchad or should we go to Shotaheti? I have a feeling that Shotaheti is not doing that great neither. Maybe. Or it is doing excellent. We shall see. 8,500. It's not bad. It could be about 1,000 more, but if we look here, it's full everywhere. Yes. You even have 500 adult children. Okay, we could either extend this town even further. This is a bit of a clash in architecture here with these and these. As these are a bit more pompous and large, we should keep these small ones here on this side of this area of town, I think. Yeah, and well, I don't think that there's anything too terrible going on here, right? No, you have plenty of hospitals, and they have plenty of ambulances, and they are not stuck in traffic. Why do you even still have ambulances here? I don't think that you're supposed to. And that's not what I meant to do. Yes, you are supposed to have, that's why you're out here. Maybe it's this one. It's working, don't touch it. Why is it not growing then? Because here they always have absolutely everything they could ever want, thanks to the enormous storage here. I mean, they have such a ridiculous amount of everything that's... But yeah, should we go and have a look now? Here you have 40 tons of clothing in stock. That will fill up the train immediately. Oh, and the second factory is done. No workers. Regrettably, it is not possible to walk to here from anywhere. That would be because this is not finished. This bit... are you... yes, you're coming here. Asphalt. Buses. Yes, that must be able to do something. We should now add, you see here we have a thing that has very few forklifts, could probably use a few more. How much fabric? Almost a ton. 1.2 tons. And you now go there too, and there you unload fabric. Yes, and we turn the dial up to, if not max, at least we turn it up a bit here. Are you now working? No, you're missing asphalt, but yeah, there you go. That was the alcohol train. How much do you have on board? Oh, that was a grain train. This is the clothing train. You're full and you're heading out. You know what, as a safety precaution, since Molna has been suffering quite badly here, and they really don't need a whole lot of clothing, we should go by here, there, yes, there, unload. No, unload. a bit, not half, but 10% or so. And this first round, no, you don't need to go here because they have 12 tons in stock. Yeah, that ought to last them a while. Has it made it to the shop yet? Yes, it has. Has it had an effect? Not enough accountants and officers to show the stats. Okay. So we don't know. We don't. Okay, that's most of the towns. There is one remaining. And it's out here. Here's where it is, Katinshad. Not a traffic jam in front of the hospital, that's a good start. Do we see any other traffic jams here? Lots of people at the bus platform, that's good to see. Lots of people working in the food factory, lots of people getting really sick by living close to a bakery. Yes. For some reason, oops, sorry colleague. Did I wake you up there? Yes. He was a bit startled. I think she'll manage. Yeah, so well, whilst we're here, although I don't like moving people in here since they will not fare really well. The average lifespan 67 years. Yes, it is polluted. How bad is it? I don't want to look. Oh, it isn't that bad right now. The winds have changed, maybe. Or there is something wrong with the clothing or the food train that is just waiting to explode. But no, you're on your way to culture capital with a full load, and they have about half stock. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to have like adult children around and stuff like that? Yeah, you do. Cool. This one is working. But it's not the ambulances, because I used to have the problem with those ambulances as well. And this place, yes, this place continues to amaze me with its ability to rebounds and such. Not that they do a whole lot. Still, we should do an ocular inspection of the road whilst we're here. Everyone is nicely parked up. You're pumping, that's good. No worries here. In here, it is a bit prone to traffic problems every now and then along this stretch of road. But it appears to be doing fine. Yes, it does appear to be doing fine. Okay, and what about this place? This is not excellent. It is decent, but it's not. You see, we don't even have any fuel here now. That's not okay. That might even lead to a problem somewhere down the line. Although the trains are getting, as in your destination is full, so that's not a really big problem. Problem is if you're blocking other trains from getting in here, but I don't suppose you are. No, but since we're here, I think we should do a little bit of tree plantation, you know. Yes. Is that enough, you think? Yes, that's enough. 5,000 tons of wood in the forest. Good thing we got here. Yes, it would be lovely to have a few more workers in all of this. It's simply a matter of, you know, there used to be hundreds and hundreds of people standing around here, and now there really aren't. So, well, there was a reason for keeping these around. And that would have been that reason. You? Yes, you live here now. It's a great place. Really, it is. This you can store or export. You still can store and export nuclear fuel, but you won't be able to for long. I don't know where to put it all. Really. However, one thing I've been pondering is you're about to be done with the railroad. You are done with everything that I was able to assign. Now there is only one final piece to this puzzle. Or, well, what the hell are you doing out here? What are you doing out here? I don't know. Oh yes, never mind me. I'm silly. You're supposed to go that route. Yes. Now, it's not possible to get onto that line from here, but it should not be necessary. That thing, that's all that is remaining, I believe. Yes, it would look so. It would appear so. So the railroad comes. Where does it come from? It comes here. No, it comes here through the mountain. Yes, and where is it then? It is here. So if we would like to make, you know, a connection here, I mean, I think there are routes to be had. I think there could be. But before we get to that, though, in order for this town to be sustainable, I think it's going to need a few more people living here. As you don't have any meat, you can be without meat for the time being. Have we managed to produce any coal whatsoever? None. We still have 1,100 adult children, so we shall take advantage of them. That did not sound right. well, it had the name adult in front of it, so it's not that bad. Still, taking of advantage is not a good thing. Never. So we shall leave that subject and instead go on to finding here Peach Villa. Tall Villa 2, 55 workers. A few more. We really want them to live out here by the heat exchanger. Well, they will have it very warm. I don't know about this. How to... That orientation may make most sense, or it may not, I don't know. Right. 1,000 flat, what the hell is this? 430 workers, yes. You know, this actually looks pretty good. It's just that the scale is not right for the game. 430 workers in there, yes, that looks quite cramped. Even though supposedly they are really nice flats and everything. And even available in blue. But no, we're going for the tall villas here. And I mean, a few of them, yes, but not too tightly packed in. We don't want them, you know, like completely packed herrings here. Som packade sillar, that is to say. Or how you translate that? As I've been on that before. It's not really possible to translate all the sayings that exist in different cultures, you know. But one can try. Packed herring. Does that make any sense? It means that they are really tightly squeezed together. And quite frankly, I want something better than squeezed herring. Squeezed herring. That's better. I want something better than squeezed herring for my for the good people out here. Too sharp of a turn. You will have to walk around then. Or you could just, you know, walk out anyway. But no, there's a 30 centimeter gap here in between the footpath and my door. I better not cross it. No, you better not. We're watching. And we don't take kindly upon to that type of thing to do. Would you please? No, you're going to have to walk around too. This is a walking town, it would appear. There's plenty of footpath action going on here. Action. I don't know how much action footpath provides. It can probably provide quite a bit of action, especially here by the beer kiosk, you know, kiosk. I suppose you're supposed to pronounce it, aren't you? It's getting a little bit out of hand now. This, take it easy. We don't want to do too much. Maybe in this town we do want to make it a bit too much. Yeah, and then, I mean, the most important bit is this bit, actually, that they can easily make it here. Like that. That ought to bring a few people in, don't you think? Yes, it ought to, but we're not done. It will bring even more people in if we actually connect up all the buildings to the footpathing network here. Would you? Yes, you would. Yes. Go there, go there. Yeah. That should be something. I wonder now if we have this nailed. Where are we at here? 1 hour 22 minutes. God damn it, time flies by. It does. Do we dare leave them? No. I think that what we dare do though is tell at this point as you are forced to go here to work. You didn't get any workers, did you? And you see that they are back to being back to back with each other. This random house too, with very few workers in it, regrettably, but that's it. Yes, if we can manage to get a few workers up to the coal mine, I think that this place should be fine, even through winter. So, no, there is one more thing. Yes, and there ought to be plenty of technical service offices out here. Buildings. Yeah, technical services indeed. Here, do you have vehicles? Yes, you do. Do you have vehicles? Yes, you do. That way we're fine, I think. It's probably here, if anything, that is severely lacking in the vehicle department there. Oh. Yes. And then escape. Then the next one. Repeat. It's not necessary to rinse in between. Can wash our hands afterwards. You think that's enough snowplows for them? Yeah, we really don't have that many. Building is without power supply. Is it always like that, or did that happen now? I don't know. I don't know. No. Where did you go? Nowhere near here. Out here. Oops. Yes, this is where I wanted to go. Pretty soon we'll only have... Okay, it's full now. Very good. Pretty soon now we'll only have cars left here. Okay, you're empty too. Oh, that means I filled up the one that was supposed to be left with a few open spots. But anyway. Yeah, that about ought to do it. We'll keep one snowplow in there. Yes. Okay, so with the changes that has now been made, do you think that it's the perpetual Soviet simulator is more perpetual in nature again? It was a bit interesting, this one. It was a little bit different since usually it's a catastrophe that happens and people die quite dramatically. Right, you're not getting, you're not able to get to there. Okay. Really? I mean, I feel this should not be too far. But I suppose this. Or wait a minute here. No, you can't walk to. Why can't you walk to this place, for example? That place isn't very far away. You should definitely. That's within walking distance. From here to there. Yes, it is. There's something up here. Who would have thought it? That something could be up with this magnificent piece of road that we've constructed. As footpaths, they don't mind rail track that much, which is rather handy. Yes, and we'll actually click this button. That's what we'll do. And then again, would you please? No, you wouldn't, please, because well, we're going to do more remodeling then. Made our rules. That doesn't help because the intersection is still there and this switch is sort of preventing us from getting a good. That's the closest thing you'll do. Okay. I suppose that we'll have to do then. Right. Yes. Now, can anyone walk here? No. I don't think that this road is hooked up. You know, it doesn't look quite hooked up. But it must have been. They built the thing. Right, that was not how it was intended to work. You were supposed to do this. Yes, take it up as far as possible there. And then, yes, we have this little thing. That will make a bit of difference, I would think. Yes, a little bit of difference is what it made. Okay, next time we're back there, I would hope that we have plenty of clothing. Here, we even have 400 tons of meat in stock. What the hell? That sounds dangerous. This can get out of hand. It's already pulling 1 megawatt. Can't really allow it to go much further than that. So what we'll do is we'll cut production here at one of the farms. Yes, perpetual mode. Engage pretty soon, I think. Should we look out over this place? Yes, because here, if it doesn't work in winter, you know. But now that we have people that are forced to go to... Yes, you see, they have coal. No workers, though, which is not that great. What are you doing here? I have absolutely no idea what you're doing here. 8 workers, 3 workers, yes. You'll find that in wintertime it's more important to keep this place staffed, but so far, okay, you've dug up 25 tons of coal. Yes, that's about 1 day, i.e. 3 working shifts, if running at full power, which we won't be. But still, this is not enough. We need more workers in there, definitely. Meanwhile, I am interested to see if the slight adjustments that we made here will make a difference. Are you finished with this? Quite finished with this? No, you're not quite finished, but you're about to be. I mean, if we were to try and drag ourselves out of here via rail, yes. What you really want is a roundabout here, for one thing, to make it a whole lot easier and manageable for these things to do their thing. I suppose we're building a roundabout here then. Could we make it a compact? Compact is not really a term that the Soviet Union was much, except when it came to living, I suppose, and many other things. But when it came to infrastructure and such, it's more like more is more, as Yngve Malmsteen would say. How can more be less when more is more? Yeah, that's his reasoning, or how he puts it. Okay, we actually don't need to do too strange unless we do 2 strange things. They're going to do other strange things. We need to do strange things, or not strange, but we need to do. Can't get away with, you know, doing a cheeky little thing here. We need to do it properly. Or something like that then. Yeah, and also yes, we want to be able to get off the roundabout and onto there. Yes, and no, that's not how roundabouts work. Not quite, no. It's more like you want to be able to, you want to come from here, if anything. Why is this like this? That's okay, yes. Right. That's for heading into the train diesel station if they're thirsty when they come here. But from the roundabout, you want to be able to go off as you're making your lap here. And we'd want you to be able to hit this place. Yes. Can. Right, and then from the other way, as we could do something really silly here, such as that. That's not going to work or look that great though. And that's the wrong way. Well, one thing that we could do is go off here. It's not looking like a very traditional roundabout. No, you're quite right. I don't think I've ascertained that it's supposed to be a traditional roundabout. Yes, this is a bit odd, all of this. But maybe it could work. Why don't you get going on this, and if we can catch you, we ask you to do whatever is possible to start on here, which should be most things actually. Which ought to lead you to do most of the other things as well, hopefully. Do that one too, yeah. Right, a railroad. I'm thinking, a route through here. Some sort of viaducty thing going over all of this stuff. As road really should go over rail, but it is quite established at this point. Or we could try and make it up the mountain here slightly. You see it climbs a little bit there. Yes, it does. And the point being that we can use the landscape to climb a little bit, not too much. And especially if we could do it at a nice what just happened. Let's start with this bridge or viaduct or whatever it will be thing, and hill is causing obstruction. You're supposed to use the hill to your advantage here. So we just raise it up ever so slightly. It's green. It's green. It was green. Did not let go of the mouse button at the exact right time. Yes, there's a lot of stuff here to get wrong. Ooh, careful, 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 careful. That is something that I think we might be able to work with. Not sure that made it any better. I'm pretty sure it made it a whole lot worse. As soon as is reasonable, we'll take off. In this direction. Like so. Yes, and then eventually continue on through here. Somehow. Rigoridotta. It is a long way to the railroad. Actually, it's a really long way. It's all the way out here. And this is not a great spot for through traffic. If we're doing through traffic here, I think we'd actually do it. Yeah, that's something to ponder. Let's not ponder it right now, though. This should keep them plenty busy for the foreseeable future here. If they figure it out, that is everything, and get it all done. I don't think that they will figure out some of the things. The main thing that we want to figure out is if the demographic situation here is good enough or not. Yes, I'm going to have to ask like a lot of you to go here for work. Any workers in here? None whatsoever. You have 14 workers, you say. But then you're told to only unload 60% of them here. What will you do? Will you unload 14? Or will you unload 59% of 14? You unloaded all of them. You know, that's no good. Screw this. We'll take them directly to that place. You're doing odd things here. Yeah, we might as well, you know, it is what we do best out here. If there's anything that we're really good at, it is road building and road paving and such. Yes, now then will you leave it? Yes, but it is autumn, it's dangerous. Yes, we'll see if they live or die. So far the population has actually done pretty good. Look at this. Escapes down to basically nothing, and this deaths in decline. Very good. But I think we'll leave it about here. We can see the town take shape, and hopefully there will be smoke from the chimney there come winter. Just going to do one of these two here. We need it. Yes. Right. Maybe we should try and get down to a bit of a more lower view. I don't know. It will go by so quickly. If it will work at all, that is. Yep. But that's it. We'll be right back here. Except that the camera is moving. That's no good. And we also want to do that now. We shall be right back.